smelly Narwal robot vacuum. So here we have my Narwal Ultra, Freo X Ultra. You got it out there. If you start concerned about smells, then you're going to flip this over and check the pads. If the pads are starting to get worn and really stinky, then it may be time to just take those off and put down your replacements. Every so often, I'll make sure to run the mop function on here just to give them a good one every once in a while. And if that's never enough, then I'll go ahead and take these off, throw them in our laundry machine, washing machine, with some nice disinfectant and a little bit of laundry soap, and give them through there. But if I see that they're starting to get really worn, I'll just go ahead and replace them and put new ones on. So that would be my first step. Apart from that, if that's not the issue, this is going to be the issue. Some stenches definitely come from this tray, because all the debris and the fabric lint that gets caught up in here will definitely stink and maybe cause some transference of contamination. And so you want to clean this out. I usually clean this out every week, so I'm about due again. So we'll clean that, and then of course maybe get like a Lysol wipe, clean in there. Okay. Wastewater. This is definitely a stinky issue. So, I mean, as long as you can see bubbles, like, you give this a little mix, and then if you can see the bubbles, then you know your soap detergent is going through the whole process of cleaning the floors and, you know, getting on the mop, cleaning the floors, and it's ending up here, which is good. So that means it's working, but it still stinks. It's every time I dump this in the toilet, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to turn on the exhaust fan, and nobody go in there for a while. So every so often, I take this out into the backyard and rinse it thoroughly with a garden hose and some disinfectant, because it's really stinky. Between doing that, I'll clean it out. I'll naturally dump it in the toilet, and then I'll spray some bleach cleaner, like for a bathroom. I'll spray some bleach cleaner in there and leave it sit in there, and that way, you know, it kind of helps between the deep cleaning of taking it in the backyard and doing that. So as far as that, and dealing with smells, that's all I really have. I have noticed, because the floor that we have now is a little bit different than the floor that we had in the smaller rental that we had. So this is real wood, and what's wrong? It's just the robot. You know the robot. Sit down, Grogu, with your little silly ears. Sit down. Say hi. Yeah, the floor is a little bit different. When we moved here, we gave it a pretty, not really a pretty good cleaning, but we just took a Swiffer and just scrubbed, and then we ran this daily, and it was still coming up like pretty filthy dirty, and I still run this every day, and every other day sometimes. It's all right, come here. You know this. Come on, come sit. And every once in a while we get back into doing this Swiffering too, just to kind of give it a deep clean, and that does help. So as far as smells, depending on what kind of floor you have, how old the floor is, you know, what kind of layer of gunk you have on it. I use this more for like a routine kind of a thing before the deep cleaning of the Swiffer. Other than that, if some of you seen my other videos, then you know that I'm not using the the original formula anymore. That's already, I've gotten a new bottle so that I can just twist this off. Because the other one that I used, I had to mangle it to get it off. And if we look in there, you can kind of see like a purple liquid. So that's the Fabuloso mix. I just bought the Fabuloso and then I filled it up about maybe about a third, and then the rest water. And I can definitely smell, I can smell it. I can smell it in the, you know, as it cleans. I can smell it in the wastewater, not like really strong because it's too overpowering, but good enough. And that's all I got as far as smells. So hopefully that helps out with curing your smelling issues or any questions you may have about smelling. And hopefully you have a wonderful time cleaning. Have a great one.